It's one thing to spend 5K for sex. It's an entirely different thing to spend 5K for sex and not communicate that you were explicitly spending 5K for sex. There's been a lot going on lately about, communication in relationships, especially as it pertains to sex. And a lot of it has been kind of doomer. You know, we had the Andrew Callahan situation that came up, and of course, everybody knows Andrew Tate, who is currently rotting in jail, I believe. Hopefully. I don't think his trial has been set yet, so everything is still alleged, but come on. Like, we all fucking know he did it. Anyway, it's all been pretty doomer. It's all been pretty not so great, not so fun. And this one is more goofy, a little bit more lighthearted, and I felt like we could talk about communication in a more lighthearted way, just to kind of help you guys understand that even if it's not dire circumstances, it's still important to communicate. So let's talk about this tweet. She finessed him for 5K. She didn't want to be touched. Now, just to give some context, and you'll see in the video, but this guy basically was talking to this woman in DMs, and I guess it had been a few months, maybe a few weeks, I'm not sure. But basically, they agreed to get together. You know, he was going to pay for her trip. So they went ahead and did that. And the thing is, there was, not so clear communication as to what the expectations were as far as this trip went. So let's take a look and we'll take it play by play.
Let me explain to y'all. Let me explain to y'all the story. I flew this way from Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Been talking to her on Instagram for months. You feel me? I done spent damn near 5 G's on this. She talking about she don't want nobody touching her. Man, you got me up. You mean? Well, you can leave. First of all, hold on. First she talking about she don't even fly Spirit, right? Talking about she don't fly Spirit. Okay, so I get her money.
Okay, I'm sorry. Flying Spirit is, I get her, that's a death wish. Yeah, no, it is a death wish, yeah. Do not fly Spirit. I personally never have. What was that airline we flew on that sucked? Yeah, it was not Spirit that we flew on, but I've been on a bad flight. If Spirit is anywhere near as bad as that flight was, don't do it. It's worth the extra money. Just invest a little bit more. If you need to wait a little longer, wait a little longer.
So I get her Delta. That's damn near $600-700 last minute, right?
As a prison abolitionist, this dude deserves prison. Just hold on. Just hold on.
Okay. So plus her bags, check-in, all that shit. We go get her the Uber, all that shit. Then I'm damn near at 2 G's already. So we get here. First night, I'm being a whole gentleman. I've been a whole gentleman. Have you not? Have I not been a gentleman to you though? Have I not done anything?
All right, real quick. See that? No.
Madeline?
She never sits still. Anyway.
But you should have knew what it was if I flew you out here though.
Okay, so he's saying he spent all this money, yada yada, thousands of dollars. That's a lot of money, right? And I guess in a traditional sense, when you're spending a lot of money for a woman to come out and see you, the expectation, he's not entirely wrong when he says the general expectation is that something sexual is going to happen, right? That's generally what we believe. And it's silly to pretend otherwise. So yes, he is correct in that sense, all right? However, and this is a big however. If you did not properly communicate that sex was going to be occurring or that it was something that you expected, don't be upset when it does not happen. You know, like you can be disappointed. You can say like, hey, I kind of thought this was going to happen. But at the end of the day, it is still her complete right to say no. And that goes both ways, obviously. Very rarely does this kind of circumstance happen the other way around. It can, I guess. So whatever the circumstances are, you always have the right to not consent to sex and to revoke consent at any given time. She probably feels like she's in danger. She absolutely feels like she's in danger. Although I will say, while he's recording, she probably feels a little bit less like she's in danger because she knows that he's just doing this to post to social media. Now, I don't know. I'm not in her shoes. And certainly when he hangs up or when he turns the camera off, anything could happen. But I went to fly my partner to come see me just to cuddle. Yeah, if you did not communicate that you're expecting sex or talk in a sexual or flirtatious manner like that, then certainly when it turns out that no, she does not want sex, that is a reasonable thing to do. I'm sorry. You cannot expect something that you did not specifically outline is something you wanted.
Why come out here then?
What do you mean?
So y'all, this is the Instagram model. You know what? I ain't gonna even be no petty ass. Put your name on there like that. Okay, so why the would you come halfway across the country knowing you didn't want to on that?
You though.
I ain't say you did. You know what it was though. You knew what it was.
You want to spend money.
I spent 5 G's.
One other thing I want to point out. Great, I lost my train of thought. Hold on a sec. I don't know. We'll keep watching.
On you What are you talking about?
That's what you
5 G's.
You want
What are you talking about? So look,
Okay, I know what I was gonna say. So if you're just looking to get laid, and that's like your main goal is just to get laid, you can do that without spending $5,000 on a girl. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, I get that you can get fixated on one girl, but my guy, all pussy is pussy. All right, like certainly there's differences in skill and skill level and all that. You know, you got your level 100 fuck partner or whatever, and the skill tree is all lined up with like, oh, she can do you got the oral skill tree, and then like the tongue moves, and then the you know, the teeth scraping abilities or something. I don't know. It's a very good investment, that oral section. But my point is, you know, all pussy's pussy. If you're just trying to get your dick wet, you do not have to spend $5,000 to do it. I promise. Okay. And if you do spend $5,000 to do it, please ensure that it's actually going to happen. Okay. Please ensure that it's actually going to happen. It's one thing to spend $5,000 for sex. It's an entirely different thing to spend $5,000 for sex and not communicate that you were explicitly spending $5,000 for sex. This is just an L on this guy. Clear example of a guy posting his L's.
she didn't. Oh, let me talk. Shut up. Then we about to go eat, right? So Shorty told me she hungry. So call him. Pack all this shit. I'll help you leave. Pack all this bum shit up.
I'll help you
all this
pack,
shit.
brother.
Pack all that shit up. It's not even about the.
Oh, you don't want to have sex? Well, I'll help you pack.
It's not even about. It's really about the money because it ain't about nothing. You feel me? It ain't about nothing. So listen, we get up to
Tinder exists for a reason. I'll have you know that I'm still on we're going on 5 years of Tinder date. All right, I'm setting a record.
fight. Let me tell a story. We get off the fight. So I'm like, you know, we went back to the room. Well, she like, I'm hungry. I'm all right. Well, let's go to a little restaurant or something. You know, I'm trying to get her something to eat. She like, oh, nah, I only eat the best. I want some crab legs. That's
always
nothing.
want the
So we
money
go to the
split,
restaurant.
man.
I spend damn near
I love
ordering steak, motherfucking crab legs. I'm buying all that shit though. Being a pure gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Being a real.
Oh my god, dude, I'm being a nice guy. A nice guy. I've been a nice guy to you. Red flags, dude. Honestly, she's sparing herself so much by not having sex with this dude. Red flags everywhere. Okay, I'm sorry. Big L. Big enormous L. This dude is actually the Joker. I don't know why he posted this thinking that he would be the one who looks good. Honestly, like this dude's so fucking beta. All right, I'm sorry, beta shit. But we'll talk more about why there are some elements of this to be blamed on society rather than just him, because you know he's clearly at fault here. But I want to be clear about what's going on here entirely.
So I spent damn near 5 G's on this already.
because this.
Who you want? You can leave.
Yeah, somebody.
You can go. Yes, I'll help you. Pack this shit up. You can get the all out. Get all your
He's so
shit.
mad.
Pack all it. It's already packed.
Yeah, he.
Yes.
mad 'cause he-
Tell him how much money I spent though.
Mad 'cause he want-
Tell him how much money I spent. I can get some. It ain't enough for me to call. I got another coming through. I got another coming through. So you can leave. You can get.
Wait, you got another one coming through? Why the fuck did? Okay, dude, I highly doubt that. I'm sorry. If he's talking to other girls, first of all, another red flag. Second of all, I doubt that. I think he's just lying to try to make her as mad as he is.
Out. Get your shit.
Oh, okay.
Get your shit. Been here 2 days.
Oh.
2.
Yeah, it's super cope. He would not be this pissed. And also, I'm sorry, miss me with this. I spent 5 G's on you, but I got other bitches. No, sorry. No, you don't.
Days talking about, oh, I don't want nobody touching me. Ain't on her period. None of that. Put your shoes on. I ain't on her period. Nothing. What you do? You gonna whip me? What you gonna do? Beat me up? Please, come on now. Get your goofy ass out of here. You got me all the way up.
All right.
Like you better chill. Like you know, it's out there who really get on your ass for that.
Don't hurt.
Can you get the out? Can you get the out? Can you get the?
All right, you guys get the idea. There's 20 more seconds, but it's pretty much just the same shit. So let's discuss. I spent 10K on this one. Yeah, just keep posting L's, dude. Just one after the other. Like, y'all could have paid off my fucking credit card debt with that shit, and you're out here spending it on girls that you ain't even being clear you want to fuck, right? Yeah, it's just bad communication. So, but again, I don't want to put all of the blame squarely on this guy's shoulders. Certainly 95% of it. But let's talk about that remaining 5%, and that is, once again, society. So when we are raised as men, we are taught to certain things to do for women, certain things that they expect. You know, you got to spend all this money. You got to be the one going out of the way, doing this, doing that, you know, and he did all that. And this leads us to the idea that we don't need to communicate that we want sex. She'll just kind of know it, right? She'll just understand that implicitly that, yes, we are looking for sex. And maybe that's true most of the time. Certainly women are also brought up to understand that most of the time. But you cannot be mad at somebody when you did not communicate that you want sex and she does not give you sex when you want it, you know? This is why communication is so vital in any kind of romantic or sexual capacity. You have to be able to communicate these things. You don't have to sit there and tell an Instagram model on the first message, "Excuse me, I find your titties quite titillating and I would love to bounce them in my palms. Please let me spend $5,000 on you to cut." No, you don't have to do all that. Just, you know, be normal, say, "Hi, how are you?" Be nice and whatever. But if you are going to discuss her coming to visit you, maybe it wouldn't be the worst idea to say, "Hey, you know, I like you a lot. You seem to like me a lot. I just want to be clear, you know, are you interested in me in a sexual capacity? Like, do you want to have sex when you get here or not?" You know, you can just ask. You literally can just ask. And I guarantee you that it's much better that you ask and then get a no. Like, if she thinks you're weird for asking, honestly, red flag. Seriously. If she thinks it's weird that you asked, red flag. I guarantee you, women will always appreciate you asking, okay? They will always appreciate clarity, because so rarely do you get guys that are clear and upfront about what they are looking for, first of all, and then also respectful when they do not want the same thing, right? Respectful and graceful, saying, "Okay, I understand, we don't click, whatever, goodbye." Women love that shit, okay? And they love it because they know that there's no obligation and that they're not going to get hurt, all right? I heard the woman might be a prostitute, but I don't know how true that is. I don't think that she is. I don't think she is. And by the way, you know, if that is the case, then yeah, it was unethical for her to steal the guy's money. But I don't think that that's the case. And even if she is a prostitute, if the terms were not made very, very clear that the $5,000 was for sex, you still can't complain, okay? I think that gives them a little bit more of a pass, but still that there has to be that communication. I'd rather have a guy who asks me than a guy who just assumes. Exactly. You know, me and Katie are real big on communication. We've had issues come up in our relationship, certainly. But I like to say that we just don't fight. You know, I don't think we're better than other couples for that. But when you communicate with each other, you will avoid so much trouble. That's about it on that. That's all I have to say. So thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, please be sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I upload. If you want to join the Alec Gunter Beanie Club for $1 a month, 99 cents a month, not even $1, it's 99 cents a month. You can type in youtube.com/AlecGunterTTV/join. I will leave a link in the description that you can click on. You can also easily go to my channel and find it in the top right. Anyway, that's all I got for you. Thank you so much again, and I will see you all in the next video.